So today we are going to be taking a look at the Mobile Suit Ensemble lineup number 15. So I pretty much do have everything. So the weapon set, I have pretty much add all of them to their respective kits already. This one, in total, we do have the XDA, Dynamis, Razzo, and then a backpack option for the Razzo. So let's actually start things off with the Razzo. So this is the standard version of the Razzo. So it is represented with the red accent for the clean pieces. This one is actually quite cool design because of how they can make it into the commander type. So these right here, like in terms of the sensor on the shoulder, you can actually replace them with the green one that I have right here. So if you do want to pick up a second copy of Razzo and make it into the commander type, you can actually do that. So it's quite cool how they have to implement it. So that's pretty cool. Overall, in terms of this, the 360 spin for this unit, it looks pretty good. The detail wise, I think is where it should be. You could actually go ahead and paint it to have it more vibrant in terms of the popping out those details, but I mean, I mean personally, I wouldn't do it because I feel like these are not your typical plastic, so it could be hard to apply those paint. But as far as what you can do with this, you do have your per usual rotation, like your articulation wise, they're pretty much the same thing, no hindrance or whatsoever, so pretty good all around. The back part is just kind of, it is what it is. You don't really do much of it. It's just more for the decoration. And I don't know if you can actually make this one into the Wraith Rider mode. I don't think so. I haven't tried out, but this piece right here, the centerpiece, does get quite annoying when you are trying to leverage it for posing. So right now we're just going to remove it to see what kind of action pose we have. So let's kind of see. This one is actually quite stiff. A little bit. Bam, yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, got that. Then we got the shield right here that you can just kind of bring it forward. So yeah, overall looks cool for the Razzo. So what happens if you bring in the commander one? So for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be replacing it. It's pretty much the same thing, but just with different color. But what we are going to replace is the backpack. So the backpack is pretty simple. Essentially, this is kind of like the one with the wings, right? You have the wings that can opens up, and then you have the long rifle for here. So this one looks cool. So you're just gonna attach it similarly to the other backpack. Just gonna do this like so. Okay, we have that attached on, and then what you're gonna do now, you're just going to replace this rifle and then use this one. From how they are advertising it, you can actually hold it as well. So let me see if I can actually get into place where we can hold the long rifle. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you attach the long rifle onto the arm. So this section is kind of a two-piece that kind of acts as like a extension or a holder that you can actually just fiddle around to have it fit in place. Other than that, I mean, this looks cool. All right, I would say this looks pretty amazing. So I mean, if you do want to move it up, I don't know. I think that's, yeah, that's it, pretty much it. So that downward angle is pretty much where I guess the long rifle is gonna reside around. There's just not much room to compensate for it. So, but overall, it looks cool. You can open up these side binders if you will to make it a little bit more dramatic, right? Yeah, I mean, it looks alright overall. So you can just kind of have it like this, kind of have the shield covering itself. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much everything for the Razzo. So we have that. Alright, up next we have Gundam Dynamis. So as far as the option parts, like the weapon set part, the larger portion of the GN shield are the add-on to here, and then the GN sniper rifle is the add-on. So what this unit originally came with is just the GN these pistols. So these just kind of clips onto the peg that is on the legs right here, and then you can just pop it right here. So overall, this is what you would originally have, so it's not much. Alright, there you go. So I moved the smaller GN shield up front because that's how it is intended to be, and then you can just kind of have it like this. So these do rotate a good 180, so you can rotate as follow. The pistol actually looks pretty nice. It's pretty detailed for something that small, I guess, in a way. And then you can just have it fire away like so. While the other one, if you don't want to equip it, you can just kind of have the shield up front. So it looks like it is kind of blocking, so you can have that. But other than that, there's not much that comes along. Not after you get the weapon set. So the weapon set with the GN sniper rifle, and this thing looks pretty nice, right? So it's just like a two-piece sandwich together, or just kind of like the upper front, like the barrel. So not that bad. And then it is just gonna equip on a swallow. So you can just have it like this, bam. So let's see. Let me see if we can pull off like the sniping pose. We kind of can. Let's see. Yeah, so you can have it like this as if it is just kind of sniping. So we can just kind of angle these knees just a little bit, and then we can have it like this. Ground post wise, yeah, that would work. All right, yeah, yep, that looks pretty clean. And then let's actually add on the shield, the larger portion. So it works similarly, right? You just pick whichever one is on the right side. This one I believe is on the left side. Yeah, so this one goes right here. So it replaces where the small one should be. It takes that place, and it's gonna look something like this. And what you can also do with this, you can actually place it up front like that. So this is really cool. So you can have it like just kind of shielding from it, and then just start attacking people. Yeah, that looks good. So other than that, that's pretty much it. You have the GN shield bits, or not the shield bits, the shield right there, the large portion, and then the sniper rifle, and that's pretty much all you're getting from the weapon set. And then I'm just gonna place it right over here. And then lastly, we have Gundam Xtia. So Xtia originally only comes with the unit itself and then the 2 beam saber. With the weapon set, you're getting the shield, or you're getting the 2 long and short blade, and the GN rifle, or the GN sword. GN rifle, yeah, GN sword. So yeah, this one is definitely looking a much more complete with all the armament, so definitely ready to commence the mission. So it's pretty cool. So I think Xia with everything in total definitely gives you a little bit more of playing wise, because you do have everything, so it's cool. I would say these do get in the way for mobility wise, so if we do want to pose, for example, I would definitely highly suggest you guys to remove something first prior to actually making some pose. So I think Xia is definitely capable of pulling some of these more dynamic poses for us. So let's do kind of see. So you can just kind of have it like this, all right? Kind of getting ready to slash someone off, and then we don't have much room to raise the other arm, so it's gonna look really static, all right? But yeah, you are able to pull off some pretty cool poses for sure. And then let's actually check out the other armament though. So with Beam Saber, this is what it looks like. So if this is the Trans Am version, yeah, this would have been the more iconic pose, but overall it still look not bad. So I did forget to mention, so these GN condenser, they do have their own separate green clear piece, so that's actually pretty nice. And something to mention about the GN drive, you can actually remove it if you do want to. So, and that's kind of like a cool gimmick. Not really a cool gimmick, I think they just have it as a separate individual pieces, but that just looks pretty cool. And these Beam Saber, the one that I attached on, you can actually remove them if you want to be more accurate, but that's just gonna reside right over there. But yeah, it's just with the Beam Saber itself. So if you don't have the weapon set, I mean, the Beam Saber already does give you a lot of posing opportunity already. So you have that, just some pretty simple Beam Saber pose right there. Alright, and then this is with the long and short blade. So this is kind of how that looks like. So they are kind of empty, they don't have like their blue kind of that guard piece painted right there, but it's pretty simple, right? Definitely for XTSO, I feel like for this set specifically, it does give you a tons of options for posing. So if you do want to play around with this one, for sure you can get a lot of cool stuff going on. But that's pretty much it for the entire set. So the weapon set for this one is definitely loaded, right? We have a lot, but oh, last but not least, forget to mention, We do have some open palm as well. So unfortunately, they are painted in blue, so it's probably not gonna work with like the majority of the kit itself. But we do have that option as well, so that's pretty nice. So definitely allowing you to pull off any cool dynamic poses as you will. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much it in terms of the Mobile Suit Ensemble in number 15. And I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.